guy up the top of them rocks, man. See him up there? See that guy standing underneath that rock?
That's a bush.
No, that's a dude. All the way at the very top.
Okay, I see him, yeah. There he is, now he moved.
Yeah, the bush is moving, man. It's got hair and shit and a shirt on. Scream at him, tell him to jump.
He looks like he is about to jump. Dave? Not Dave, don't do it. First of all, if that was him, how did you get up there?
Think
that
he is?
That would me more. Maybe. Oh no, he's calling his friend.
Oh, like an ape. Huh?
Funny, you carry your bed everywhere.
Yeah. Especially if you don't have one to leave in a location. Hey, what you don't know about this trail though, see this trail, does it look familiar?
That?
Yes. This trail is the same trail that in the Hendrickson's film, they come out, the tunnel from the train comes out behind these rocks a little bit, right here behind these rocks, that the train tunnel comes through.
Right.
So if you walk, now it's fenced in over there behind those trees, but before you could come through that train tunnel and come over into here, and now you're on the path on the way to Gypsy's Waterfalls, and they never fucking drove a car anywhere. And they walked this way to get there, and when we pop over the side of this hillside, you'll be able to see on how fucking fast they can make it over there to Gypsy's Waterfalls from Spahn Ranch. Fucking 1 minute the guy's out there screaming, and the next minute there's nobody there. So when they were, you know those pictures when they're sitting on all them rocks and shit? Mm-hmm. That's on this path.
Oh, when they're jamming?
Yep.
Or that little session?
Yep. And this will take you right, you know where you can park underneath the freeway up there at that Gypsy's Waterfalls? Mm-hmm. Just you go at the end of the Canoga and it dead ends, and just park right underneath the freeway. This takes you right to it. And this is how they got there in the Hendrickson film. And one of these fucking rocks along this path, there's many of them, was where they stopped along the way too, to do that little jam session and a couple different things.
Dead blue jay right there.
Huh?
Dead blue jay.
Oh, that's a bad sign for blue jays. Why are they walking on the path anyway? Because they're headed over there to that waterfall part anyhow. But that don't mean that that's how, I mean, he could have filmed consecutively from, like you do, from the time they start to the time they stop. But this is the area on where he was showing them walking. And in a minute we can get up here to the point where you can see how quickly you could get over to that other point. Man, it's hot out here. They need a waterfall going right now.
Yeah, sweet water, period, man.
So when they came from the ranch over there, they came from right there, Santa Susana Pass Road. If you go underneath this thing, you're going underneath Topanga. After you go underneath this thing, you're right there to Santa Susana. So they don't never have to cross the street. And Manson said they took dune buggies through there too, so they never even had to cross the street in them.
Yeah.
And then they made it their way down. Right there's the street. See how them houses are right there? You can see that chimney through the thing there? Right. That's where the street is. So it's on the other side of this rock. See how that car just went past there?
Yeah.
That's how close the street is right there to Canoga. So right underneath that is the overpass that goes on the freeway. So you walk through here and then you get into another big open spot out there. It's like a little park area. Well, this is all park area. And up to the left, you can see that.
That's wild right there.
Actually, if you put a fucking thing in there, it'd be like Red Rock.
Yeah, it would be like
So Manson could have sat there and sang like he was at Red Rock or Spahn Rock.
Where's that Devil's Hole at?
There's a big old cave up the street. It's up in the weeds a bit.
You're saying somebody jumped in there and some divers and they never found him?
Oh, that's out in Death Valley.
Right here's the spot, if you remember the picture in Life magazine, or I don't know if it was actually in Life, but it might have been.
It was in Life beside the other picture.
It was all 9 of them again sitting in the hammock, and it was done right here. And I just feel that, this is my opinion, that day Life magazine kind of came down here with the family and just kind of walked through and said, okay, hey, let's do something right here. Hey, let's do something right here, and they kind of walked down. So there must be hundreds and hundreds of photos from that day, even though we only get to see like 8 or 10 of them. But right here is where it was, and yeah, from right here, the original nails were in it, and it went over to this tree.
So yeah,
It was. I'd actually taken them out.
Did you take them off?
I already took them.
Fucker.
Well, because I thought what's his name was going to take them.
Okay. Anyway, so this is where the hammock was in 1969. But if you want to go back, like another 100 years, like into maybe 1869, right here in the same spot where the Manson family was in this hammock at one point. The Indians, it wasn't the Chumash, because I don't believe the Chumash was in this part, but it was another part of Indian that was in Southern California that lived right here.
Really?
And this right here is the remnants of one of those things. This is a grinding stone right here. This is where they ground the nuts from the tree right there.
Oh, wow.
This rock has actually fallen over the edge because it was flat. And both of these were made for nuts, and grinding them down into a flour or into a paste.
Wow.
So the Indians were here 100 years before the Manson family was, all in the same spot.
Indians always seem to gravitate around water.
And this is the stream they
Water,
gravitate.
yeah.
But that is pretty ancient history right here. And this is as well.
What kind of nuts?
They're the nut tree's right there, and I'm not sure what kind of nut it is. Yeah, they're really bitter. They taste horrible.
If you actually walk up right over there to that tree that's right there, there's 4 Manson girls right there.
Oh, there is. Did you put that there?
You notice that right there?
Oh, wow.
There's 4 Manson girls right there in that tree. It's actually still there. Nobody's noticed it.
I didn't see that you said that.
At first I didn't think it was still there.
Bobwhite stuck in the trees.
That's from the guy that I told you that died. We'll show you where he died at. He didn't want anybody down here around this cave because it attracted too much attention. So he put a bunch of barbed wire around it. Put through a bunch of, every time he'd cut brush down, he'd throw it on top of the barbed wire, so it was like covered.
If you look behind that tree right there, there's a picture of Manson. Of today. Like a recent one of him today.
Around where?
This tree behind me over here.
Yeah.
If it's still there, yeah.
It's probably not, I don't see it.
Where is it?
Yeah, there you are.
Young and cute. He had it going on, huh?
He had something going on. He had a bunch of cute shit. Still does, even to this day.
I know.
Oh yeah, it's right here. It's still there.
Smiling, huh?
It's a picture from last year. Yeah, he's a little smiling. He's got his, I guess his dentures out or teeth out, where you can see the little gap in his teeth. Yeah, that one's still there. You can still see that one up in that tree.
All four of those girls in that picture, they all went to jail or what?
Squeaky From went to federal prison for trying to shoot Ford.
Right, she got out.
And she's
I
out.
can't believe that.
Sandra Good did go to jail for environmental reasons where she was threatening oil companies and shit like that. So she spent time in there. I think Cappy's in the picture. I don't think she went to jail.
No.
And who else is in the picture?
They just showed a recent
Good would be a
picture.
person. That would be good.
Or an ID. Wouldn't mind finding an old wallet with a driver's license.
Fucking. Yeah, or a ring.
Yeah.
Mason ring.
Mason ring.
That'd be nice. Thanks, man. Dirt tastes good.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go.
Oh, this is fucking considered as a fucking jackass.
Where's Matt?
Shit. It's the fucking nastiest dirt.
It's not so, it's just soft.
Hey Matt, come here and check this truck out.
First 2-3 feet of
So what is it?
It's got to be this, like the tab of
It looks like one of them, it almost looks like a utility truck where it has some bins on it, where that would like fit down as a bin on the side of this railing of this truck, you know? I don't know, what is it, Stoner? Is it a gas tank? Because it looks like there's a hole in it right there too. Don't go falling over the hill, man. And don't have that thing pull you over the hill. Well, now straighten the path. Good one.
Now I want to flip it over.
Almost. Now I want to see you flip it over. And hurry, my battery's going dead. It's like a refrigerator, huh? That's an inside of one of them freezers, them floor freezers.
Thing?
That's what it looks like.
Looks so much different now than when we first started coming.
Hey Stoner, this shit right here. Check this out, man. I'll show you something. Charlie told me this. Here, hold this. He told me this. He was in Malibu. He went to Malibu jail, and he went there for possession of marijuana. And this was what it was.
Really?
He was trying to sell it to people in bags, and he got busted.
That's funny.
And this is what it was. And he's like, shit, I'm busted now. And then they finally figured out what it was. And they told him, dude, this isn't even marijuana. Get out of here. So he left. But this is what it was. Does that look like marijuana? Kind of does, huh?
From far away.
In a bag.
Yeah.
Hey, $10, man.
Exactly.
But that's what he got busted
He's
for.
not gonna get beat up.